Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to continue talking about Bing advertising and using it in affiliate marketing to earn affiliate commissions $1,000 or even more than $1,000 every single day. So in this video, I'm going to kind of take you through details of things that I've been talking about. In this video, I'm going to talk about pre-sale pages. That's really important. That's a big part of big advertising. I've mentioned it in the previous video. If you haven't watched it, make sure to do watch it. I'm going to put it up here. That it's not a good idea to send the traffic directly to your affiliate links. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you send it through a pre-sale page. Now the pre-sale page itself has to have some sort of a really interesting content or something that is going to keep people on the page, because the key to making a sale from advertising, cost per click or CPC advertising, is keeping people interested in your content. That's really important. So I'm going to talk about pre-sale pages. I'm going to show you examples in this video, and then we're going to talk about tracking. Now this is another thing that I've mentioned. Now there are a lot of different ways to actually track sales, because if you're selling your own products, that's much easier. But if you're not, especially most of you are affiliate marketers, meaning that you are promoting someone else's product, so you don't have the ability to put your tracking links or tracking scripts on other websites. So that's the situation that you have to overcome. I'm going to show you a trick that I use that allows me to track affiliate sales on ClickBank on Bing. So it's really cool. And then we're going to talk about ad copies, how to write good ad copies. I'm going to explain how I write good ad copies, how do I research them correctly, and then finally I'm going to talk about optimization. So I have a really basic campaign running on my test account. So that's the staging account I mentioned in previous video. So I'm going to show you that campaign, and then I'm going to explain what I do to optimize it and what goes through my mind when I'm optimizing it. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this every single day, and like this video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video. All right, so let's get started. Let's go to my computer and let's talk about these things. All right guys, so let's talk about the pre-sale page. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about, because I think that's the most important thing here. So I usually use a template for my pre-sale page, the content I write for my pre-sale pages, because it's the best way to go, and it's a template that works, as has been working for me. So I don't change it when something works. So I want to give you a couple of tips. Obviously, I'm not going to give you a template because it's really complicated. I have to explain it, and that's one of the premium materials that I share in Gold Masterclass. I'm going to leave a link in the description. So something I want to share, this is something I learned a while back, about like 6-7 months ago, and just changed the way I write content. Now, this is something you can see if you go to, actually, let me go to a Varsity blog. So this is something you can see if you read a Varsity blog. Now this is the blog that we write for Varsity, and if you take a look, every blog post that we write, it's following the almost same template. It's not the template, but same style. Okay, so let me actually just open one of them. So there you go. So for example, this one. So if you take a look, the content we write everywhere, especially on this one, because this is a pre-sale page. Obviously it's much more different from a blog post, but we're almost following the same kind of style, and that is writing it like a sales page, not a blog post. Okay, so if you see, the content is really short. We got short sentences, so it's easy to read. That's really important. You want to make it interesting, so when you have these short sentences all over the place, you make it interesting. It just feels and looks much easier to read for the average user. That's really important. Okay, so that's something we do. If you take a look, you have these big sentences, and then like there's just a paragraph, and then there's this small sentence, short sentence, and then just goes small and goes big. So this actually helps you to just keep people on the page, which is really important. You want to do that. Okay, another thing we use, which I mentioned in previous video number 1, if you haven't watched it, you should definitely do watch it. I use videos. Okay, so I use videos all over the place on my sales pages and blogs, because video is the key to keeping people on your page. Okay, these days it's kind of hard to keep people on the page just using a single article by itself alone, which is really, again, it's not that good. It's not going to work unless you have an amazing article, which I'm not a good writer, and people who write for me aren't really extremely professional, writers. So and the thing is, I don't even spend too much money on content anyway, because the key is video and media, images and videos, not your content. So I use videos all over the place. If you take a look at this page, you see I have different videos. So that's the key to writing, having a good article, an article that people are going to pay attention and read. Okay, it's very important. So that's the first thing. Obviously, again, I have this template. There's a whole template for these type of articles, pre-sale articles, that you get inside Gold Masterclass. I'm going to put the link in the description. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is tracking. Now, if you're selling an affiliate product, as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, it's kind of hard to track your sales from Bing or Google, because you don't have the ability to actually put your conversion code on the thank you page. So you're not going to be able to know when you make that sell, or what keyword. That's the more important thing. What keyword actually got you the sell? That's the important thing. So in order to actually optimize your campaigns correctly, you want to make sure you do that, right? Let's say you're targeting 10 keywords at the same time, and you're spending $50 a day. So you want to make sure, and let's say you spend $5 on each keyword, right? And one keyword is getting you 2 sales, the rest of them aren't. So you're paying $5 to get 2 sales, and the rest of keywords are not getting you any sales. So if you know that, if you know exactly what keyword is getting you sales, you can just pause all of the rest of them and just put all of your money, all of your campaign money, to the keyword that is getting you sell, or the ad that is getting you sell. So it's absolutely important to set up conversion tracking. Sorry. So and as I mentioned before, it's kind of complicated to track ClickBank sales or just affiliate network sales if you're doing advertising. So one way I do it, and this is one of the ways I use, I talk about another kind of a more advanced way and much more cleaner way inside Gold Masterclass. But one of the ways I use is I use a method called referral delay. So what it does is that it adds a delay to the affiliate link. So when someone clicks it, it actually tracks that click from specific keywords that people search on search results. So, for example, when someone's searching how to lose weight in 2 weeks, and they find my ad, they click on it, and when they click the link, like the affiliate link inside my pre-sale page, that actually tracks as a conversion. So I know that, okay, when someone searches for that keyword and they saw that particular ad, they clicked on the link. That means that that ad or that keyword is a good keyword. So I got to keep that. So that's how I track ClickBank sales. That's one way I use to track ClickBank sales. So, and for example, on this website, if you take a look, let me actually bring up one of my affiliate sites. For example, this is the affiliate link. So if you take a look, if I click on it, it's going to, let me mute it. There you go. So it's going to go to referral, this delay page, and then it's going to go to the affiliate page. So that's how I track it. Let's go back there. There you go. So again, I talk about setting this up inside Gold Masterclass too. So and if you just think about it, it's not that complicated, by the way, to set up, but I kind of do that in front of you in there. So next one, which is something I want to do right in front of you, is ad research, ad copy research. Now this is really important because it actually helps you to kind of get a good idea of what's working, so you don't reinvent the wheel. Okay, so let's go to bing.com. So let's say we want to do an ad for weight loss. So we're gonna say lose weight, fast 2018, something like that. So let's say I want to do an ad for this. So first of all, the first thing I do is obviously I'm looking for copies, right? So I'm trying to see what kind of copy other people are using on their ad, so I can use that in my own ads, or I can learn from them basically. So I usually pay attention to first to third ad copies. That's the one. Those are the ones that are actually working. The rest, just not. They're not that good. So take a look. Number one, Shark Tank dieting ad cost $4.95. So this is a really qualified ad. Take a look. So what they're doing is that they're actually Shark Tank. That's a show, if I'm not wrong, or I'm not sure exactly. Don't quote me on that. But so what they're doing is they're establishing authority from the beginning, and they're giving you a price. So this is really powerful, and one of the things that you should be doing in your ad is giving out prices, because when you actually do give out prices, when you tell someone this is how much it's going to cost, that actually pre-qualifies your clicks, so you don't waste your money on people who are not willing to buy your product. Okay, so if I click on this, I know that this is going to cost $4.95, so this is not going to be anything new. I'm not going to be surprised by the price. You know, if something you're selling costs $45, $65, something like that, if you say it right up front, people are not going to be surprised by the price, you know. So that actually increased the conversion rate, sales rate for you. So that's a good thing to do. So again, all you want to do is you just want to learn from these. What I do is I usually just copy these things and save them in a text file, so I can just use them, you know, like kind of learn from them, grab some words and ideas from them in my ads. So that's something I do. So let's actually do one so I can show you what I mean. So this is a campaign. This is a test campaign that I'm running right now, and I have some ads here. I'm just kind of testing it out to see what's working, what's not working, and then as I said, this is something I mentioned before. When I you know, get the campaign right, when I know that it's converting, everything is fine, I actually transfer it to my main account, because this is a staging account. I just run the campaigns and grab some data and then transfer it to the main account. And the reason we do this is because we keep the main account safe, because you can get banned if you run a massive account and if you're doing a lot of ads. It's more common on AdWords, less common on Bing ads, but you know, I just want to be safe. So yeah, so let's do an ad. Actually, let's create an ad. So yeah, and I'm doing this ad for a particular product. Now this is the CV Masters Academy I'm selling on Bing ads, using Bing ads. So I'm gonna do research for that. So it's an affiliate marketing and ClickBank affiliate marketing product. So I'm gonna go ClickBank course. So let's see what kind of ads people are running. ClickBank course with ClickBank. How about ClickBank affiliate marketing? Affiliate tracking. So I'm going to call this let's see. Okay, I'm trying to get ideas here. ClickBank training. What about that? There you go. And actually, this is my ad. Take a look. That's funny. Showing on the first, which is nice. There you go. So this is a really nice title. So we can say the dirty ClickBank. Let's see. No, not the dirty. I don't want to use that. Alright, so now the ad is up, so I'm just going to click save, and there you go. So that's how I improve my ad copies. I just simply learn from other people, learn from what's working, and just make it better. Alright, so this is how I do ad copies. Now the last thing I want to talk about is optimization. Now, this is really important, because after a while when you run your campaigns, you see that some things are working, some things are not working. So take a look at some of the keywords I'm using. So I'm actually, if you take a look, some keywords are getting clicks, some people are not getting clicks, some keywords are just wasting my money. So for example, This one is a massive money waster. Why? Because the CTRO click-through ratio is super low. Okay, so I don't want to use this. As you see, it has 1,338 impressions, but no, almost like just one click. That's pretty much useless. So what I do, I pause it. Now, I usually recommend you to give it at least 2 days. Okay, just at least 2 days to get enough data, and then start knocking down these keywords. But 2-3 days should be enough, and then you can just start cutting off these things that are not working. So for example, this one seems to be working really good actually. One click, 4 impressions, that's pretty high. The click-through rate is 25%. That's crazy high. So so for example, another one is this one. I think I paused it a while back, a couple of hours ago, I think. So yeah, this is how you optimize it. You just see what's working, what's not working, and you just pause it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new today. If you did, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And by the way, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this video, and leave a comment, let me know if you have any questions about Bing advertising or CPC advertising. So guys, to close this video, I want to talk about Gold Masterclass. So the strategies I talked about are just some of the strategies that you're going to learn inside Gold Masterclass. So in Gold Masterclass, we're going to talk about different strategies that you can use in affiliate marketing, because this is something I mentioned before, that affiliate marketing, every affiliate product that you promote as an affiliate has its own marketing strategy. So there's not one formula that you can use for every single product. That's a big misunderstanding or misconception when it comes to affiliate marketing. People think that there's one formula that can be used for every single affiliate marketing product out there, every single affiliate product out there, and that is not true. So that's one of the things you learn inside Gold Masterclass. You're going to learn different strategies that can be used based on the product. Okay, so you're going to learn how to find a good product, how to use these strategies, how to deploy them. You're going to see me doing them live in front of you, and also you're going to see me getting traffic, different sources. We're talking about Bing because that's a good source to get started, but there are other places that you can get traffic: YouTube advertising, Facebook, and we talk about all of these things in detail. You're going to actually see me setting up campaigns in Gold Masterclass, so you should definitely check it out. I'm going to leave a link in the description. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.